Hi guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. Today we're going to take a look at Vechain and have a look at a few key levels where we could potentially invest and then where we could look to take some profit, or if we're looking to accumulate, we'll also take a look at some of those levels too. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button and let's crack on. So, welcome to the channel. Last time we covered Vechain, we was looking within this area here to pick up some cheap Vechain. Obviously did that move to upside, it was looking really good, and then obviously Bitcoin had that major shakeout and everything has been pretty much dragged down with it. If you're looking to the right side, it is pretty much a mess, but nothing to worry about. When the market is dipping, these are the times when you need to load your bags up, because this bull cycle is not finished yet. We're coming down to this region here now, so that area, if you manage to buy some there, happy days. That is it for me. 12 cent is a great buy on Vechain, but the price is obviously coming down, and this is the next key area, 10.4 cent. I think that is now a nice key area where I would look to potentially load up on Vechain. I can't see it's going any lower than that, to be honest. I think we'll get there, we'll bounce, and I reckon the market's going to bounce soon. Looking at these wicks here, 1, 2, 3, 4, pretty much hit that to precision and then push to the upside. I think this is a great area to consider buying. So if you're looking for some orders, currently at 10.8 cent, just look around probably 10.4 all the way down to 10 cent. I think that could really be a great area for you to buy. If you look at the RSI, it's getting low now. That's at 35%. So that is getting towards the oversold territory. Once it, well, if it does come down to this green area here, you could expect a bounce. Looking at RSI, last time it was 35, we got a bounce to the upside, and then the same again back here. We even dropped down to 28, and if you look at this 28 bottom here, bang, straight up. If you look at this bottom here, bang, straight up. Exactly the same happens every time. When the RSI is pretty much oversold, which was this week here, we get a reaction, and it's getting to that point now where we are due a reaction, and that's not just for Vechain, that's across the entire markets. If you look at the moving average, so use your 50 and my 20, we have now had a bearish cross. Nothing to worry about that. The moving average crossovers usually tells you something that's already happened. So for example, if you look at this bullish cross we had here, the bulls actually appeared back here. I mean, if you look at this bearish cross now, actually appeared back here. So for me, I think this is going to be a short-lived moving averages cross. And I honestly really think over the course of the next few days, potentially, I don't know, the next few days to the next week, pushing into December, I think we might get a reaction, and then the price will then start to build up slowly, and I reckon the pump will be back on. So the moving averages, like I say, that's looking quite bearish, and that's what I would consider buys around 10.4 cent. If you're looking on the lower time frames, if you just drop to the 4 hour, you can see it's still looking quite bad. We've already had that bearish cross back here, up on the 16th of November, and that's coming down. Expecting a bullish cross soon. Whether that's pretty much over the next few days, I do not know, but I am expecting it to come. I'm expecting a bounce across the markets. So jumping back to the daily, so that's the areas I would consider buying. Obviously, if the price does start to drop and come into that buy zone there. We need to, though, have a look at some areas to take profit. In the first region, if you're looking to accumulate and you manage to buy at 10.4 cent, then use these fibs here. The workout has nice levels of resistance. So we've got 12.2, 14.7 and then 18.7. Those are three areas that I would use to consider taking profit to accumulate. If you're wanting to accumulate, it is really recommended, in my opinion, that you only use 5 to 10% of your Vechain balance to do that. Never try and accumulate with your full stack, because imagine selling here in order to buy back here. The price could just absolutely slingshot and you could be left in the dust. So only use a small portion of your portfolio of Vechain to accumulate if you are wanting to build them holdings up. So 3 areas there to sell. Those are areas I would consider take profit. So we're looking for something very similar to this. Obviously get buys here, sell, potentially buy back in within that wick, and then we're looking for just a similar pattern. We're looking for rejections of resistance and then blast through, and those give you areas where you can sell, buy, and then just continue that method as the price goes up. And when you think you've accumulated enough Vechain, just stop what you're doing, hold on and wait for some price predictions to come in. in terms of price predictions, we'll take a look at them too. And I've got quite a bold price prediction for Vechain, but if we look at the entire move here, so we'll use a Fibonacci from an all-time high up at 28 cents, down to the bottom of the move, which was there. If you look at this double bottom, and then we pretty much did a wick there, that confirmed that it was a bottom, and we have been pushing up. We actually got close to that 618 level there before we did reject, so that also was a confluent area, but we need to look at some of these levels above for price predictions going into towards the end of this cycle. I don't believe this cycle will end at the end of December like it has done in the past. I think it's going to roll on maybe January, February, March time at some point. Definitely in Q1 we will see a peak. That is my price prediction up here, 82 cents at the end of this cycle. It could obviously go a lot higher than that, but for me, I think that is a solid area where we should be looking to take profit. If you're looking to take profit on the way up though, consider taking profit at 41 cents, 56 cents, 64 cents, and then 82 cents. Never offload it all, because remember, the prices can continue going up and up. Just keep taking bits off, so take chunks off, maybe 5% of your portfolio here, another 5 there, another 5 there. Just work out a method in your own ways, which you think is going to be a good way to sell your holdings. So that's that pretty much covered in terms of the USDT pair. That's some areas to buy, then some areas to take profit, accumulate, and a bit of price prediction in there. For me, in terms of which way I think the price action is going to go, I'm more in favour of upside once we do hit this 786 Fibonacci, which if I just put that back on over the entire move there, it is there. So I think a drop down to 10.4 cents, then I think that will confirm the bottom. If you look at this region here, where's my pencil? Here, look at this region. It was a confluent area where I think we're pretty much there or thereabouts, aren't we? So personally, I'm expecting a bounce soon. The RSI is low, the moving averages are coming back around. We've had that bearish cross now. I honestly think it's time to really pick up some steam and push back on. So buys down here, and then let's hope we can start to push on and go for the moon. Just before we move into the Bitcoin pairing, the Satoshi pairs, I just want to talk about BlockFi.com. It's a place where you can earn Bitcoin on a day-to-day basis. If you check out their card here, you can earn up to 3.5% back in Bitcoin on every single purchase, and that's whatever you buy on a day-to-day basis. And then also we have the yield returns. You can earn crypto up to 9.5% APY with a BlockFi interest account. Interest accrues daily and then is paid monthly. There are no hidden fees, no minimum balances, and no reasons to wait. So with that, if you use the link within this description of this video or the pinned comment, once you sign up, you can get up to $250 once you do deposit into that account. So go ahead and check that out. So to finish up, we will just take a look at the BTC pairing, which is currently at 201 Satoshis. We'll just go onto the daily time frame. We'll have a look at what's going on here. Not too sure what that is. Let's get rid of it. I can't see that happening yet. So in terms of price action, what we did, we actually broke out of that downtrend, and then we've come back and rejected right through it. A couple of levels I've got marked up here in red is orders I would be placing for Vechain in Satoshis. For me, in my opinion, I think Bitcoin is going a good rally soon. Phase 1 of a cycle. Once Bitcoin has peaked, altcoins in the BTC pairings will start to be bottoming out too. That's why I would consider this region here and this region here a key area. So for me, once Bitcoin's peaked, take some profit from Bitcoin and put it into Vechain in Satoshis. So look here, around 128 sats. I think that is a region I would consider placing some orders and then riding it back up, because just watch the dominance chart there. It's 42%. I think it's going to push up to around this region here, around 52. With that, altcoins, like I say, will be bottomed out in the BTC pairings, and then you'll be able to ride that dominance right down by holding your altcoins, whatever you prefer. So I'm not going to look at any take profit regions on that, because like I say, I'm quite bearish on the Satoshi pairs across all assets. So that's going to do it today. That is just some quick fire analysis on Vechain, my thoughts. I am a bag holder of Vechain. I've been holding for well over a year now, and I'm looking to skim some profit off up at that 80 cent region. Imagine $80. Yeah, 80 cent is a region I will be taking quite a bit of profit off up there. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you want some extra content, chart analysis, chart requests, daily analysis, metaverse projects, anything you want. We have got a Patreon service with an active Discord server, so you'll find a link for that in the description as well. Great platform, plenty of people joining. It's a great place for, even if you're looking for education, whether you're new to crypto, we've got it all going on there. So go ahead and check it out. That's going to do it. Like I say, if you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.